Manchester United spent £45 million on one player this summer, and he is just 21 years old, from Chelsea. Yes, you heard that right. Did you hear that? That Manchester United paid £45 million to bring Andrey Santos from Stamford Bridge to Old Trafford. And get this, his market value is already £50 million, meaning United have made just a £5 million gain before he even kick a ball. But the question everyone is asking is Andrey Santos really worth £45 million? Is Ineso making smart business, or have they overpaid for a Chelsea younger star who Chelsea themselves bought for just £18 million 2 years ago? Just stick around, because in this video we are going to break down everything: his strength, why Ineso made a 2.5 times profit of Manchester United. Let's go into it. First, let's look at the facts. This is our most expensive signing this summer. Okay, Andrey Santos is 21 years. He's just 21 years old. He's a midfielder. He's a Brazilian with a height of 1.8 meter. Okay, he's 1.8 meters height. Manchester United paid £45 million to sign him from Chelsea. His current market value is £50 million. So on paper, that is a plus 5 gain. Okay, a plus 5 gain made already. He is on 5-year contract, which means United see him as long-term project, not a short-term fix. Now, why is this significant? Because Andrey Santos is not just any midfielder. He is one of the most talked about young midfielders in Brazil. Before Chelsea signed him in 2023 for around £18 million. Chelsea bought him, loaned him from out, and now they have sold him to a direct rival for £45 million. That is a £27 million profit for Chelsea, almost 2.5 times what they paid. Now, so let's look at what Manchester United are actually getting for £45 million. Look at this card. Age is 21. He is midfielder from Brazil with a height of 1.8 meter tall. Good physical presence for the Premier League. Yes, he has a very good, physical presence for this Premier League. But his strengths are what make this interesting. This captain report highlights 3 key things. First, ball recovery. Andrey Santos is excellent at winning the ball back. Okay, he's very excellent at winning the ball back. He averaged over 7 ball recovery per game in his last loan spell. For a Manchester United team that has struggled to win the ball in midfield, this is massive. Think of what Casemiro did in his first season. Santos could be the next. Okay, he could be the next ball-winning machine, but younger. Second, progressive passing. This is not a sideways passer. He plays forward. He breaks line. He had over 80% passing accuracy, with almost 60% of those passing being forward. United have lacked progression from deep midfield, especially when Bruno Fernandes is marked out of the game. Santos offers that alternative build-up. Third thing is that this is the most important for Ineso because of age potential. Yes, Andrey Santos has age potential because he is just 21 years old. His market value is £50 million now. If he develops as expected, in 2 to 3 years, that value could be 80 million to 90 million pounds. Ineso are not just buying a player, they are buying an asset. This is the new Manchester United model: buy young, develop, increase value. And I am very much sure that that strategy has been paying off. So why did Ineso agree to pay £45 million? Let's be honest, that is a lot of money for 21 years old who has not played consistently in the Premier League. The answer is in the strategy. Ineso under Sir Jim Ratcliffe have been very clear. They want to stop overpaying for players in their late 20s with no resale value. Remember Casemiro at £70 million at age of 30 and Antos at 82 million. Okay, can Antos get to 82 million when he gets to 30 years old. Those are the D's he knows so want to avoid. Instead, they are looking at what Brighton, Dortmund, and even Chelsea have done well by buying players under 22 with high potential, even if you have to pay a premium now. Yes, even if you have to pay a premium now, by the time the player gets to 30, 40, to 30 something, you can resell the seller and make much more profit rather than buying an old player at a cheaper price. An old player who is already retired, you cannot resell with profit. So that is the secret. That is why they can buy at this price. You can buy a young player at this price. Now, note this one thing. They need midfielder depth. With Eriksen again, or with Eriksen aging, and Casemiro now 33, they need a long-time successor. So this is the reason, or these are the reasons why they bought Santos at that price, at £45 million. Number one is that they need midfielder depth. With Eriksen aging and Casemiro now 33, they need a long-time successor. Number two is that he is Premier League ready in terms of physicality, and he always knows English football from Chelsea's system. Number three is the market value argument. If you buy him for £45 million and his value is £50 million, you have not lost money. Yes, the risk is very lower. Okay, if he flops, you can still sell him for say $35 million to $40 million. The risk is that lower than buying a 28-year-old for £60 million, who will be worth $15 million in 3 years. So you also are thinking like investors, not just like football fans. It is smart business on paper. Now, the controversial part is this. Did Chelsea just strip Manchester United off? Let's look at the number. Chelsea bought Andrey Santos in January 2023 for £18 million from Vasco da Gama. Yes, they bought him from Vasco da Gama. They loaned him to Strasbourg and Vasco developed him and then sold him for £45 million. That is a £27 million profit. That is 150% return in 2 years. For Chelsea, that is excellent business. For United fans, it feels like we have been made to pay Chelsea's profit. But here is the other side. Chelsea sold because they have Moses Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, Levia, and many other midfielders. Santos was not going to start for them. Yes, Santos is not going to start for them because they already have substitute. So they cashed him out. United bought because they have a gap in that exact position. Sometimes you have to pay a premium to buy from a rivalry, especially when that rivalry knows you are desperate. Is it overpay? No, slightly yes. It is overpay. Rascality? Yes. It is an overpay and it is a rascality. But realistically, his value should be around 35 million to 40 million based on experience. But there's that 5 million to 10 million pounds is the English club tax and the potential tax. Every young player now costs more because of these potential taxes. So no, Chelsea did not rip United off. They just did good business and United paid market rate for potential. So in fact, here is my final advantage. Is Andrey Santos worth £45 million? In my opinion, yes, it is good business. Here is why. Age 25, 5 years contract, market value £50 million already, which is $5 million more than what we paid. Brazilian international potential fills a key position we need for the next 10 years and has strengths that suit the Premier League ball recovery and progressive passing. If he becomes a regular starter, £45 million will look cheap in 2 years. If he does not make it, his age means we can still recover most of the money. That is the easiest way, low risk, high potential reward. It is not as exciting as signing a big name like Osimhen or a superstar, but it is the kind of smart, sustainable business that will help Manchester United complete long-term term. Okay, what do you think about this? Is £45 million for Andrey Santos worth it, or did we overpay for a Chelsea youngster? Let me know in the comments. Okay, Chelsea fans, come and defend your £27 million here. Come and defend your £27 million profit here. United fans, ladies and gentlemen, tell me if you are happy with this analysis. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button. Subscribe to the Football Voice Network, and I will see you in the next video where we will look at the next signing. Thanks for watching.